Okay. Hola,
Good afternoon.
we're now on record. Okay, go.
Okay. Good afternoon once again. I am Dr. Chuma, and we are here at the Floating Kids Station along Bungo Channel. As you know that the College of Fisheries of the Mindanao State University, Tawi-Tawi College of Technology, has its mandate on oceanography in fisheries. Yeah, the university has its mandate on the fisheries and oceanography. And with that, we have this facility, the Floating Kids facility, which is located now at the Bungo Channel. So in this floating cage, we we cultured and we housed several species such as Napoleon Ross or the Echinus undulatus. And aside from that, we have also the Pinipilus puscugutatus, which is the tiger grouper, and of course we have also the Carangidae or the Carans ignobilis, and other species also are also being housed by this facility, such as the Siganids and some other species of grouper. But I just would like to have the quick overview of the facility. That this facility was established during Dr. Rad's when he was the Vice Chancellor for Research and Development, and with that, he constructed this facility, the floating cage. But before that, we have already existing floating cage during the time of Dr. Romero, late Dr. Romero. But unfortunately, that cage is no longer operational as of this moment, and now we have existing what you call the floating cage, and that is where I am standing now. So as you can see, try to see the facilities. So it's more on, this is already old, but grad students was able to is having the extensions. They are making additional cages for the compartment, and they are attaching it to this floating cage. So you have there expanding expanding the cages and housing several species. So
That's very nice.
a quick overview that
Can you put your video on landscape so we can get a better view of the floating cages?
okay.
Thank you.
If you can see, fronting the Bungaw Peak is the channel. Actually, this channel, the Bungaw channel, is located between the Bungaw and the Sanga Island. So as you can see, this Bungaw channels actually is being protected from the waves, and this is the good site where you could put your infrastructure such as like this one. Before this area here is being contaminated with several oil spill coming from the boats, especially the Lanza where they are docking here. But with the construction of the new bridge along that side, from that Pakyas side, they are being limited. The entry is being limited. So if you try to see on that other side, that is College of Business Wharf, and on that side also is the building for research or extension and research and extension. And you can see on the other part here is that the bridge where the Bungaw Island is being connected with the Sanga Island. And so far that is the old bridge, which was constructed before. It was constructed in 1990. So this is the old bridge, and now it's already being reconstructed and being added with some pillars to strengthen the bridge because it's already. So on the other side, actually, you can see the cages from the cages owned by the mayor, and that cage is also intended for live fish trade. So our facility here is some sort of dilapidated. Somehow we are still working there, and most of the students are being conducted their experiment here in our grades. So this is the cutoff where we could just walk into the bridge and This is the bridge and where we could easily get in. So this area here is that is being, you know, residential. There are some residential houses here, and as they are, these residentials actually use the seawater. I mean, the direct garbage or maybe disposal. That's why we are our our facility here, or especially the fish cages, our fish is being treated with this pollutants. So you can see here we are having a setup, and together with me is my advisee, Khadija. It's Nan, and of course with his also classmates. And we have here the staff of the hatchery. Together with us is also our hatchery manager, Abdul Nasir Imlan. And of course, here we have the student assistant is also working on the Napoleon Ras, assisting Napoleon. We have here also the contact Cooper along with us, along with the skates. And as you can see that our cage is no longer some sort of old, but still it's working because the wood that is used is some sort of, you know, hardwood. So for just a brief overview of our facility, we are hoping that the important is in the college, particularly in our department, aquaculture department, is will be realized by our top officials so that they could have that. One thing that I could share to you is that when the board of directors came, we just get the their buy coming from here. So I get Panther Group for their buy-ant, and we just raise it here. We raise it
So
at at
literally
at
from the dagat to the table pala yung peg ng floating.
yes.
So
Yeah.
nice.
So we bought it from the wild, the one that fishermen caught it from the wild at a low price because because that's not plate size, so it's so cheap. So it just cost 70 pesos. But after that, after sometimes you put your here, then you can get more a plate size. It's more than a kilo in space, but it's expensive. So if you buy it from the fish trader or from the aquaculturist or mariculturist, you will buy it at more than 3,000 pesos. So, but in here we use trash fish, the fish that we do not eat in our locals, and that is the cardinal fish. So we do not eat it, and of course we consider it as trash fish. In some other area of the country, that species has a potentials for human consumptions or for human consumption. In our area, we do not eat. For example, Atirinidae and of course Apogonidae, we do not eat that. And that's the good trash fish for our high valued culture species such as the grouper, where we convert their flesh, which is trash fish, into some sort of commercial species, in commercial one. So here actually part of the part of our demonstration today, we are going to have demonstrations on the color morphometrics and of course color morphology of the Napoleon's nationalatus, which is considered as the most endangered species in the country. Not only in the country, of course, in the entire globe. That species, the what you call that, the Napoleon wrasse is their sighting is because in the site is as far as the coral reef pieces is concerned, is that the concentration should be more than 10 in 10,000 square meter, 10,000 square meter coral area. But unfortunately, in most of the fishing ground is that they only recorded it at 5 individual per 10,000. That's why the IUC and the International Union Convention, that's International Union for Conservations, recommended this as in site considered in the list of the endangered species. In 1996, this species was written, but later in 2004, in less than within 8 years, it is already considered as endangered. And now, the still study is that this IUCN is still not, maybe in local extent in some other areas there is already a local extensions, but somehow in our area you can still find it. And the effort of our colleagues, particularly the College of Fisheries, to really look into it, particularly on the capture fishery space enhancement program, which is we could use the facilities as the cages to really to hasten for their development, for their growth. So for this species, why is it there for overfishing? Because the recruitment is really slow. It takes for them 7 years before they reproduce. So if they could not before they reach the size, there is what we call the recruitment overfishing, because the trade on the LRFFT or the live fish trade, their demand is a little bit smaller, which is the plate size. And with the plate size, what really drives this species to the point of extinction is that the trade, because this species is considered as the ceremonial fish. And ceremonial fish in some sort in a Chinese belief that this species symbols like the dragon. So there's something maybe this lucky charm when you put your business or when you put your establishments. And of course, this is fancy food being served to the emperor, being served to the high individual or something like that. And with that, that's our overview so far. I do hope that we recorded this talk so that we could have at least a brief, what you call this, a brief summary on it. Thank you. Thank you, Ola.
Thank you, Ola. I'll end the recording now. Ingat.
Okay.